Well, there's nothing worse than worrying about a pet who's gone missing, because our pets are like our family. And fortunately, there's an easy way to keep your peace of mind. And Emily and Ben from Gilbride are here to tell us a little bit more about the importance of microchipping. And it's something that's come along in the last few years. I think more and more people are doing it, but some people are still confused about how it works and what the process is to get your pet microchipped. You can do this to dogs or cats, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So microchipping is really, it's sort of that extra layer of protection for your pet and when it comes to identifying them. So a lot of people have ID tags or rabies tags that they can use to identify their pet. And the microchip is sort of the same thing, but it can't come off. It's embedded into the skin.
And we know, I have cats, and cats are notorious for not keeping their collars on. No matter how many times you put them on, they manage to get them off and lose them. So this way they're permanently marked, and the same thing with the dogs. If you lose a pet, the chances are better of finding them again if they are microchipped, right?
Yes.
For sure.
For dogs, it's over 50% of animals that go into a shelter or a vet that they're able to be reunited with their owners, and cats is over 38%. So it just really boosts those chances of getting your baby back home.
Because once they get, if somebody finds a pet and brings it to their vet or they take it to the shelter, the first thing that they do is they scan it with one of these things, right?
Yeah, so this is our microchip scanner. The way it works is where we put our microchips is usually in the scruff, the back of the neck, in between the shoulder blades or somewhere on the back of the neck of the animal. Whenever that pet comes in, if you want to go ahead, we would just push the button.
I'm going to let you do it since you're the professional.
We just push the button and you kind of wave it over the back of their neck. And we'll get a reading that'll show up with a unique number to your pet. And so what we do with that number is then we can turn it over to the company itself. There's lots of different microchip companies, and that's who stores your... Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't matter which company you use, because it's all in a database, and they're going to be able to track you down based on the number that's on that chip.
Right. And every vet, every animal shelter has the same universal scanner, so it doesn't matter if you use Home Again, PetLink. We use PetLink. That's just a company that we've always dealt with, and we have really good results, and we always get them back. So.
All right. So how do you actually get the microchip onto the pet?
So the microchip, it comes in an injection. So the microchip itself is about the size of a grain of rice. So that kind of has to pass through a needle and to get into the subcutaneous tissue. So it can be a little painful sometimes. We do it in the back of the neck because that's a very painless spot most of the time for pets. We definitely recommend to do it if they're sedated for any reason. We can always do it then too.
Okay, so when you get them spayed or neutered, it's a good time to go ahead and have that done as well. Is it an expensive process to have your pet microchipped?
Not at all. $45 is what we charge, and this month is Disaster Awareness Month, so we take 10% off that cost.
Okay, so even a better reason to do that. And with the storm heading this way, I know that a lot of people's animals get afraid when there's a lot of thunder and lightning going on, and this is just another way to make sure that if they get loose, if they get lost, that you can track them down. And you've got a few tips for us about keeping our pets safe during storms and things like that.
Right. So for sure, if your pet is microchipped, the best thing to do when during storm season is make sure that information that you have registered with the company is still up to date. So just making sure your phone number still works, still good addresses, as well with your veterinarian.
Okay. And then if you'd like to get your pet microchipped, just give them a call, Gilbride Animal Hospital. They'd be happy to take care of you. Just quick and easy to get done. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks.
And Puppy Camp today at 1 o'clock on Facebook. Be sure and watch it. Stay with us. We're going to wrap things up for you after the break.